Scary TikTok videos part 43.
You see another person that looks identical to you. Run away and hide.
Scary TikTok videos part 40.
Creepy smiles at baseball games promote new movie. During a few baseball games this week, the cameras caught a few fans with eerily creepy smiles. It is reported that Paramount has been sending people to baseball games to stay still and smile to promote their new horror movie, Smile. The one person even had Smile written across her shirt as the movie set to release this week. Creepy smiles at baseball games promote new movie. During a few baseball games this week, the cameras caught a
Rain is falling like rhinestones from
Shit.
the sky.
That's weird.
Rain is
This is why you should always change your locks. In 2017, a college girl woke up from a nightmare drenched in...
This is why you should never stay awake past 3 a.m. A woman in her early 20s was away from home on a business trip. The night before she was supposed to board her plane, she had trouble sleeping and had this intense fear that someone was staring at her in her room. She was up until 3, tossing and turning until she started to hear whispers. It was a deep voice repeating the words, "I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you." But she ignored it and eventually fell asleep. After her plane landed, she was exhausted but drove home anyway. About 30 minutes into her drive, she started hearing the same whispers from the previous night, but she thought it was because she was sleep deprived, so she kept driving. She was almost home when she began to feel sick. Her eyes were watering, her nose was running, and she let out a large sneeze. "Bless you," said the same deep, eerie voice. She quickly pulled into her driveway, hugged her husband, and sat down to tell him what was going on. When this happened,
I can still hear that voice.
This is why you should never stay awake past 3 a.m. A woman in her early 20s was away from home on a...
Listen, there's a good chance somebody's trying to hack your website right now. You gotta make sure you're covered.
On May 20th of 2023, a couple of nurses enter a section of a hospital that many doctors and nurses are afraid to enter alone. The section of this hospital is known as the Old ER, and it's a floor that's been abandoned for quite some time. Many patients have passed away on this floor, and some of those patients were children. Nurses claim that the floor of this hospital is haunted. One night, a group of nurses working the night shift decide to visit the floor just for fun. However, little did they know that something pretty terrifying would occur while being there. The following footage is their video. Watch.
You guys, haunted ER? We're gonna go. Haunted ER, haunted ER. Really good too. Oh my god, my head is huge. Chloe, so I can't even...
Camera.
Huh?
I just close to the camera.
Yeah, you're right. We got a chance for the haunted ER.
Oh god.
Feels like...
I'm not excited about this. I didn't even get ready to shoot my sandwich.
It feels like a, we're getting on a... You nervous? Why are you nervous? Are you nervous?
Yes. There's anyone waiting there? Oh. Oh, it's a dog. Whoa. Yeah, it's just a little dog. They don't have training.
Oh, it's a train. It's still weird though.
What the fuck?
That's weird. Oh, it's freaky. Let's go. Upstairs. It's way upstairs. Yeah, that's upstairs. Sorry, I thought you were. I thought you were like burping. It's just freaky. You guys wave in the camera, right? The reflection.
They like see me? God, I feel like I'm gonna see.
Oh, that's the same room.
Oh. God, oh.
What?
Why are you looking? Oh, the lights are on.
That's weird.
Go in.
Oh.
Go in.
Oh, no, go in.
Go in. Go in. Figure out why the lights are on. I don't like
Who
that.
cares
I
why
don't
the
like
lights are
that.
on?
Just go. Do
They
it.
look like evil eyes. You guys can come in with me.
Yeah, of
Go
course
on,
we're
let me
gonna go with you.
Thanks. Ooh, this feels weird. Was that you? Yeah. This room feels so weird. Ooh.
I fucking see, man.
Oh! The curtain moved!
No, it
Yeah, it did. It moved. It moved. It moved. Yes, it did.
Why would it
It did.
move?
How did you not see that? Oh, okay! Ooh!
As one of the nurses walks further into the room, a hospital curtain suddenly moves on its own. The nurse, terrified beyond belief, bolts out of the room at full speed, feeling completely unsettled. But then, within seconds of this happening, a cane mysteriously falls on its own. Now the following clip, which was captured by another nurse, shows the same exact incident, but from a different point of view. Take a look.
The curtain moved!
No, it didn't.
It did.
Shut up. No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Why would a curtain move?
How did you not see that? Oh, okay!
The nurses in this video believe that this may have been the ghost of a child who recently passed away in that same room. But, as with most occurrences on this floor, they also think that it could have been another spirit. Whether a ghost or not, the nurses in this footage were left terrified by this mysterious encounter. In the following video, a group of friends are chatting over livestream and having a heated debate about a particular basketball team and its players.
This wasn't meant to be.
Reef, I gotta disagree with you, man.
Hold on.
All seems normal in this live stream, when only minutes later, something happens that scares the living daylights out of everyone. Be sure to pay close attention to Christie's screen, as what happens in it leaves everyone feeling very unsettled. Take a look.
Y'all need to bill off of those two people and a couple more pieces. I do like RJ Barrett, but I don't know. It might be time for him to go as well. You never really know. So I say you just build off of those people.
What the fuck? What the hell?
I just
Oh, yo, Junebug, chill out.
Yo, that wasn't even a person.
Junebug, chill out. I got time for this.
Yo, did we catch a ghost on screen?
Bro, stop.
No, stop it.
Junebug, chill out.
Stop,
Hey,
bro.
I didn't see it. I didn't see anything, man. I was looking
Whoa,
for like, stop
yeah.
playing.
I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking
I'm
at it.
so nervous right now. Bro,
What, Junebug, what happened?
that was not a person, bro.
This, well, what are y'all talking about? Shave off. Hey, yeah.
Upon slowing down the footage, a very faint silhouette can be seen walking past the camera behind Chris before quickly disappearing into thin air. In a state of shock, everyone forgets the conversation they were just having to discuss the pressing question at hand. Just what exactly had appeared behind Chris?
What?
Now, it isn't until later that Chris searches the apartment to see if anyone might have broken in. Fortunately, he finds no one there, but this only makes this occurrence extra creepy, as it seems to suggest that something other than a person had been caught on camera.
Is that it, bro?
Oh, what the? Was
Bro,
that?
and then Chris looked both ways like he.
I felt like a cold chill, but honestly, bro.
Oh my god!
The fact that Chris turns around when this mysterious figure passes by has left his friends thinking that he had sensed this ghostly presence. Just who or what had appeared in this live stream? Ghost or not, this occurrence has left both Chris and his friends beyond spooked. In the following video, a man named Jay is resting in his living room when he notices something strange about a doll that's placed on a high shelf. He takes a closer look at this doll and is left deeply disturbed by what he captures. Now, the doll in this video, according to Jay, was bought at a thrift store where two other dolls of the same brand were also being sold. But, for some unknown reason, this specific doll was hidden from the rest. Jay suspects that the reason the doll was hidden from sight was because they didn't want anyone buying it. They were afraid this doll might be cursed or even haunted. Now, Jay wasn't really sure if this had been the actual reason, but after living with this doll for more than a year, it's become clear to him that this may have been the case. Something isn't right with this doll. While resting in his living room and watching over his child, Jay captures something on camera that leaves him extremely unnerved. Take a look.
I think I can see it on here. Hold on. Now it's stopped. Oh, wait, there it is. See if she moves. There it is.
Like something straight out of a horror movie, the doll slowly tilts its head to face the camera, as though it knew it was being filmed. Jay recoils in fear as he watches in terror the doll move its head. Although creeped out, Jay is glad he had caught this, as he's been trying to capture this doll move for the longest time. Many viewers no doubt believe that the doll is haunted, but whether or not that's so is up to you to decide. Did something paranormal happen here? Or might there be something that could possibly explain this? There has yet to be a definitive answer to this question.
Eve to me is basically freedom. It's a giant open universe where you can do whatever you want. You can have really relaxed, slow-paced stuff where you can take it easy. Or you can be on the edge of your seat, shaking, making split-second decisions. This is Eve. You know, it's a crazy universe where anything can happen, and however you want to do it, go for it. I would describe myself as a kind of a freedom fighter. My very first character was a Minotaur character because they just seemed like the coolest, you know, most brutal people, and I was like, I want to be that.
It's late at night when a group of friends decide to visit their school to do something that they would later come to regret. Rumor has it that the school they attend is haunted. According to some students, if you knock on the door of the nurse's office, which is located at the back of the school, someone or something would knock back. Not sure if the rumors were true, and feeling adventurous, a girl named Devi and her friends set out to explore the back of their school and knock on the nurse's door. But what they capture sends them running in a panic frenzy. This is what they caught.
Knock on it, knock. Go. Knock harder. Let them know.
Out of nowhere, a blood-curdling scream is caught on camera, sending the girls running in full terror. They have no idea where the guttural screams came from, but one could only guess the source of the screech. Viewers believe that it came from either inside the school
Right,
or
that's
near
weird,
it,
man.
which only helps to prove the
That's
rumors as true.
weird noise.
Something haunts the school. But of course, what's your stance on this? Supernatural or something
I was
else?
trying to scare them
You let me
away.
know.
They're annoying. That screech was
This
on
next
that,
video
like
was
the nurse
recorded
or
by a school
someone,
custodian
because,
who
like,
captured
they're
something
annoying.
pretty creepy
Like, I've been
while
in
working
a
alone inside an
freaking
empty school.
door at night.
It was on a Sunday when this
Push
video
people.
was taken, so no students or faculty members were present during this time at this middle school. The only person there was the custodian recording this video, who swore that something unexplainable had occurred during his shift. He was mopping the floors of the school's empty hallways when suddenly something happened that quickly paralyzed him with fear. The video he took is just downright spooky. Have a look. If you listen closely, the sound of a
Feels like
child's
it's from
voice can be heard
Life
coming from
and
somewhere.
Luxury.
It almost
Like that
sounds as though
sound
they're
bit.
distressed, which many viewers believe is a cry for help. Although it's unknown where the voice is coming from, the custodian adds that this isn't the first time something like this has happened. Other custodians who have worked at the school have also encountered strange events while working alone. Knowing the history of this place, which has had numerous strange occurrences, the person who posted this can't help but think that something is haunting the school. Very little context is given on this video, so it's hard to be sure if something unexplainable was captured. But until more info is given, the source of this mysterious voice remains unknown.
The Wakeman voice sounds like it's from Luxury. Like you said, like it sounds like.
In the following video, a hospital in Mexico had caught footage of something pretty creepy. The video takes place inside a corridor of an empty facility. In it, we can see a hospital staff member sitting by himself. According to him, he was sitting alone when all of a sudden, a patient who was trying to leave the hospital asked him for directions to the nearest exit. Feeling confused upon seeing this patient, as he made sure the floor was empty before taking his break, he gets up to check who the patient was on the hospital's computer. But when he looks over at the security footage that was taken during this time, he was spooked out of his mind. This is what was captured.
He's talking to a ghost.
Based on this recording, whoever the nurse was talking to was not actually there. Those who've seen this footage believe that the man was either talking to himself, or, as the man himself believes, a ghost. Just who or what was talking to this nurse? The nurse in this video has no idea, and is still creeped out by this footage. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
Oh, there's more. Oh my, bruh. You just have
On
to
March 11 of 2023, a very strange video was captured inside a hallway at an undisclosed hotel. This footage was posted online by someone who found the video without mentioning where it came from. The original source is unknown. The footage shows a woman entering the eerily empty corridor all by herself when something very peculiar is caught on camera. Needless to say, what was captured is eerie to say the least.
Wait there,
This is
chat.
what was
I'll be a moment. Be quick. Alright. Back chat. Let's go watch it. I
It's
just
caught.
put on my hoodie, so it's cold.
Based on the video, one could safely assume that something highly unusual had taken place here. A plant seemingly falls on its own, as though tipped over by an unseen force. And, creepiest of all, the woman's hair is suddenly blown forward, as if a mysterious breeze had come out of nowhere. Naturally, the woman was left extremely terrified by this chilling occurrence. Now, according to some viewers, this wasn't all that occurred, because apparently something happens before any of these events. As the woman enters the hallway, and right before the plant tips over, a very faint shadow can be seen manifesting out of nowhere before quickly disappearing within seconds. The shadow doesn't appear to be the woman's, as it seemingly vanishes while she's still there. With no explanation as to who or what cast the supposed shadow, it's believed that whatever this was had been responsible for the strange activity that occurred later. But, as always, what are your thoughts on this? Like most clips, this one remains a mystery.
We know you're hovering over that button, but we need your help. We have a better button, we promise. Right on time. Not bright enough? Makeup flash. Still not enough? All right.
The following video comes from Elsa McIntosh, and in this footage, a couple of friends are standing outside a room. They appear to be acting with caution, as though they're afraid to enter this room. Something about this space scares them. According to Elsa, this room has not been open for 6 years, and for good reason. Strange things have happened inside this room. Although Elsa doesn't go into detail about the strange things that have happened, the video itself says it all. Entering this room, according to Elsa, was a big mistake. This is what they caught.
You can move. Oh. Okay, hold on. Give me the lighter. I need to light it. Okay, why did that take so long? Was it the wrong key?
No. Is there cameras in there? Why would there be cameras?
Grandpa crazy. Oh, it's just a bedroom. Are you going in?
No, I'm in a bad feeling about this.
I don't feel good. No, I don't. This is why white people die in movies, Brent. Nah. We have black abilities.
I didn't touch the shit, bro.
Yeah, I just got so lightheaded that. I just got so lightheaded. Oh my god. Yeah, I know. I got lightheaded as soon as I walked in here.
Yeah.
You are not welcome here.
My head's itching.
If there's any lights in here, leave. You are not welcome. Why is Santa Claus locked up?
That's what I was like. That sounds crazy.
Why, Santa, why are you locked up? It could be an object in here.
Yeah.
Do you ever think about that? Like, it could be an object. You could just burn the whole room. Oh, my bag's burning. Is it really? My bag's burning! Oh my god! No, you're kidding! Stop. No, get out.
Marks up your back.
Stop. No, you can't. Stop. You're giving me anxiety.
Oh my god!
You're kidding, right?
No!
While checking out the room, a friend of Elsa suddenly feels a burning sensation on his back. Wanting to ensure that he wasn't imagining this burning feel, he lifts up his shirt to show his friends. But to their shock, they see what looks to be scratch marks running across his lower back. Elsa's friend swears that he hadn't scratched his back. Something in this room had done this. In a short video, Elsa explains this chilling occurrence.
So we put crystals up by the door, and it took us like 5 minutes to unlock my door. Like it wouldn't open. Yeah, it felt like someone was pushing it back towards us. We finally got it open. We went in, and immediately I felt lightheaded. Didn't you say you didn't feel good? Immediately I felt lightheaded, and I was like, okay, weird. But I was just trying to like play it off, you know, like it's not real. It's not real. And then he said that his back was burning, and as a joke, I was like, oh, imagine if he had scratch marks. And then he had them. And in the video, you obviously can see there was no one near him.
What are you doing?
No one was near him. I just walked up to him. No, it was. You could feel the scratch marks, like they were hard scratch
when I was
marks.
walking back out of the room, another 3 appeared.
Now Elsa further adds that the house was built in the 1800s, and the key to this room had
not in
mysteriously
here,
appeared out of
outside.
nowhere. It was lying about in one of the rooms, as though someone or something had placed it there for somebody to find. Curiosity got the best of them, and so they decided to try this key on the door that's been locked for years. It's unknown how Elsa's friend got those scratch marks, but if there's one thing that most viewers agree on, it's that this room should be locked up forever, as something about it just doesn't seem right. As always, let me know your thoughts on this one. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon so you don't The person who recorded this is known as Creed, and it just so happens that while taking a walk through a trail that not many people know of, something pretty disturbing was caught on camera. It was sometime in the afternoon when this incident took place. Creed had just started hiking only an hour ago, but for some unknown reason that still haunts to this day, the woods all of a sudden went quiet. Creed immediately sensed that something wasn't right. He sees a bunny crossing the trail right in front when it suddenly stops dead in its tracks. Feeling baffled and a bit scared, he takes out his phone and captures this.
He was right there.
As Creed walks away, a disembodied voice can be heard coming out of nowhere. And if you listen closely, you can make out what sounds like someone saying "help me" in a muffled voice. Perhaps this might have been the reason why the bunny froze in its tracks. It was sensing danger nearby. Although it could be that it saw Creed and froze out of fear, the eerie voice voice that's heard on camera has made viewers think otherwise. No one else is seen when the voice is heard. To this day, he's unsure as to who or even what was heard on camera. But as always, what are your thoughts on this? Could this be evidence of something supernatural? Or had something else been captured? This is why you should never open the door to anyone or anything at night without knowing for sure who or what it is. A single mother named Lupus and her 3 children had caught footage of something very strange that appeared at their front door. They had just woken up from a deep sleep when suddenly they captured this. Now, prior to this incident, the family had been experiencing unusual activity at home. They believe that the reason strange things have been happening to them is because they live in an area where a lot of witchcraft is done. Sometimes, the family would spot shadowy figures lurking around their house as if someone or something was observing them. One night, the family wakes up after hearing what sounds like a cat meowing at their front door. They quickly grab their camera and capture this.
¿Quién eres? Tú no eres un gato.
¿Qué pasó?
Ay, ¿qué es eso? Vete de aquí, ¿quién eres?
¿Qué es eso?
¿Quién eres? Tú no eres un gato. Te ordeno que te vayas de mi casa.
As they continue to record the supposed cat, a few things become apparent. Firstly, the cat's meowing seems quite unnatural, suggesting that someone or something was imitating these sounds. But as if that wasn't enough to prove this wasn't a cat, a pale-looking face can be seen at the door upon looking closely. It's as though whoever or whatever had been there was trying to trick the family into letting it in by pretending to be a cat in distress. Not much else is known about this video, which has yet to be fully explained. But if there's anything to take away from this footage, it's that it's crucial to be careful when it comes to answering your door to unexpected visitors, as you never know what might be on the other side. Now, the original source of this next video is unknown, but no context is needed, as what happens in this clip pretty much explains itself. A man is presumed to be visiting the gravesite of someone he once knew, when abruptly, the sound of muffled screams are heard coming from somewhere. He thinks he's found the source, when this is captured. If you listen closely, you can hear what sounds like very faint tapping coming from somewhere. It isn't until approaching a particular gravesite that the sound becomes louder. It was at this moment when the man recording knew that the sounds were coming from inside this grave. But upon making this realization, a muffled scream is heard from inside. The man was seemingly shaken to his core. Could it be that someone was trapped inside? Or, as most viewers believe, could this have been the spirit of a deceased individual who was trying to reach out to the man recording? Like most videos, you be the judge on what exactly was captured. At around 3:50 in the morning, a man living alone inside an apartment wakes up to the sound of footsteps going up his staircase. As he cautiously walks over to the stairs to see who's there, something bone-chilling is caught on camera. Now, not too long ago, the man in this video, whose name is Aaron, had received terrible news from the police regarding his downstairs neighbor who had not been seen for weeks. As it turns out, the rotting stench that Aaron had been smelling for a while and the multitude of flies surrounding his neighbor's window was all because of a body that was decomposing inside. His neighbor, according to the police, had passed away in his own apartment. Considering that Aaron lived right above him, he was deeply unsettled by this news. So much so that the thought of them dying right beneath him keeps him up at night. But on one occasion, it was more than just a thought that kept him awake. It's 3:40 in the morning when Aaron hears a creaking sound from his staircase. Watch.
trap. There's your bag. Just I see your bag. Right there.
Oh, it must be in a hole.
Where we're gonna hide this. This is what? It's all.
Eerily, Aaron feels a chill run down his spine as he senses a presence nearby.
He's even more unsettled when he hears a sudden noise come from the bathroom, as if someone is hiding inside. He finds it strange that ever since his neighbor passed away, unusual things have been happening in his apartment. From lights flickering on their own, to the occasional footsteps heard on the staircase, it's all becoming too much for Aaron. However, on another night, Aaron immediately takes out his phone to record the strange occurrence that is happening at this moment, but what he captures is pretty creepy. Take a look.
Fucking creepy. Here we go again. The fucking lights. Ooh. See? He's doing it again. I'm not gonna run. Oh shit!
The lights mysteriously flicker, and things eerily move on their own as though an unseen presence had done this. It was after this night that Aaron became extremely concerned. Something is not right in his home, and he has no idea how to fix it. Feeling helpless, he found it necessary to take the advice of one of his viewers as a last resort. According to them, by burning a stick of sage and using an egg, his home would be cleansed of whatever it might be that's haunting him. Not sure what to expect, Aaron does exactly that, but little did he know that this was not the best idea. Take a look.
Use what y'all said and put the
Please welcome an absolutely new crossout. a free-to-play multiplayer action game about battles and cool vehicles in a post-apocalyptic world. In the new update, the game has been globally redesigned.
The egg in the middle of the room. The egg in the middle. Okay. It keeps going out. Okay, it's good. Okay. If anything is here, you are not welcome. Not welcome here. Not welcome. In the corners. The thing is moving. Not welcome here. You have to leave, find your way out. Okay, I think that's enough. I think I'm just getting the spirit mad.
As Aaron sages the place, the floor lamp in the corner begins to shake on its own, and a hanging object above the door starts to move without notice. But strangest of all is when Aaron grabs the egg that he placed on the floor and cracks it open.
Oh, they have a bad spirit in here. Something.
A dark substance comes pouring out of the egg, which doesn't appear to be a good sign, as viewers state that if the egg comes out looking like this, then something is definitely not right in this home. Something evil might be present, as they state. Feeling more concerned than before, he tries a different type of sage in the hopes that burning this one would cleanse his home for sure. He leaves the windows open as advised by his viewers, and proceeds with the second cleansing.
Okay. Here we go. So if there's a demon in here, you are not welcome. You have to leave. You're not welcome. Still smoking. It's barely lit. You know, people don't think that you're real. People actually think that you don't exist, but I want to show them. So show yourself. Don't be scared. Show yourself. Come out. Okay. Something's definitely showing itself. But it's okay because I got the sage and this. It's barely lit, but it's okay. It's still lit. I'm okay. I'm kind of scared to go around this corner. Oh, see. Here we go. Okay. I'm actually gonna turn on this light. Right now, I kind of just want to turn around. Well, if you're here, you have to leave. Or do something to this egg. Do something to this egg. Move it. Okay. Maybe it left out the window or something. Let's go do the egg so I can leave my apartment. There's nothing on my hand. Nothing. I want to get out of here. Okay, here you go. And again. I don't know why.
Mysterious footsteps are heard going down the stairs, and the egg, unlike before, comes out looking darker than ever. Understandably, Aaron was freaked out of his mind. Even his friends who came over to visit him were left baffled after seeing something very strange happen right before their eyes. It was only a few days later, after saging the place, when the following happened.
So the TV turned off right now by itself. This has been happening too.
Dude, something like that, dude, you gotta. I feel like I've seen that before. You gotta, whenever since I was young, you gotta like call it out or something. Like, you just gotta call it, like, literally, bro, just like, is anybody here? Is anybody here? It's like, no, you just anybody here, Troy?
The remote strangely moves on its own, like most things inside Aaron's apartment. It's worth noting that no strings can be seen around, and how it glides seems impossible to achieve with someone pulling it from behind the phone. With no explanation to these occurrences, Aaron is certain that something supernatural is happening. He continues to document these peculiar occurrences in the hopes that someone could help him out. But as with most videos, you be the judge on whether or not something paranormal is actually occurring. Just what exactly is going on inside Aaron's apartment? Feel free to let me know what you think. If there's one thing that paranormal videos involving children never fail to do, it's leaving viewers feeling very unsettled. Yet it's only certain videos of this type that can leave us feeling this way. The following video, although seemingly wholesome, is no exception to those type of videos. The footage itself was recorded by a mother who was playing with her son in bed. During this time though, something happens that immediately prompts her to grab her phone and record this moment. While playing in bed, her child suddenly becomes fixated on an empty space in the room. He then turns around and points at a picture of his father who recently passed away. What happens next has left her speechless.
Who is it? Who is it? No. Who's that? Who's up there? Who is it? Who is it? Who? Who is it? Who's that?
Not much else is known about this video, as the original source is unknown, but the footage speaks for itself. Many viewers believe that the child is seeing the spirit of his father. The fact that he points at the picture and looks back and forth between the
photograph and the empty space has led the mother to believe that her son was in contact with his father. If that's the case, then this video suddenly becomes heartwarming. Was the child seeing the spirit of his father? Or was it simply just a figment of his imagination? If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
Eve, I was a minor, and I was really tired of getting blown up by people all the time. So I decided instead of being the hunted, I would become the hunter.
You might recall from previous videos about a woman named Lauren Combs who's been experiencing strange happenings in her house. Well, just recently, Lauren had posted some new footage regarding her unusual situation. Now, just as a recap, Lauren has had numerous occurrences happen at home that are thought to be paranormal in nature, from the doorbell going off on its own as though someone was ringing it, to Lauren's hair being pulled by an unseen force. Things at home have not been normal since moving in. All that's happened has made her concerned for the safety of her dogs besides her own. She believes that something evil dwells in her house and has bad intentions for both her and her dogs. In a recent video, Lauren is on the porch talking to her boyfriend on the phone when this is captured.
I'll wait for my work clothes to dry.
Bro, who is... Why does it keep pausing?
not using up my work shoes.
Okay, that's fair. Well, tell me to just make something here.
Yeah.
I mean, like pizzas or maybe chicken nuggets, nothing crazy. No, can you bring your ranch?
Dude, my door is closed.
So the same stuff?
Yes, and it's locked. I just got locked out of my house. Yes, nobody's here.
That's kind of scary.
Mara! What is inside by yourself? I don't even see you in there. Hang on.
Anything rash? Maybe? Hello? Oh, she's not shit.
What the hell?
At first, the front door closes forcibly as though someone had slammed it shut. Fearing for the safety of her dogs who are inside the house, Lauren runs over to the back door and manages to get inside. However, upon entering the house, the back door suddenly closes by itself before the doorbell starts ringing out of nowhere. It was immediately then that Lauren knew that this was another paranormal occurrence she had to run away from. Fortunately, she safely escapes from this terrifying situation with both her dogs. But this incident was so frightening that she had to spend a few nights at her boyfriend's before having enough courage to come back. A couple of days pass, and Lauren finally returns home. But on a certain night, something happens that leaves her paralyzed with fear. Take a look.
Come here. Sit.
Perhaps opening the window wasn't the right move, as according to viewers, whatever was tapping on the window is now inside. Whether a stranger or a ghost, it's unknown as to who or what was outside the window. But, as if that wasn't creepy enough, a faint whisper can be heard inside Lauren's room only seconds later. If you listen closely, it kinda sounds like it's saying hey or hi. Like most incidents, this one has left Lauren considering whether or not she should move out. Viewers feel that it might be best if she did. But until she does, it seems likely that the activity in her home will continue and perhaps intensify as seen in previous videos. Just like those, this one remains a mystery. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time. The following video shows a woman doing a live stream inside her house when something extremely creepy is caught on camera. The woman in this video is known as Cello Loca, who's well known for doing tarot card readings and other fortune-telling activities. It isn't often the case, but occasionally, Cello would go online and do a live stream where she does tarot card readings for her viewers. But it was just recently that Cello had done something completely different. Instead of reading cards as usual, she decides to do a seance inside her house. Little did she know that this would be a big mistake. As Cello tries to make contact with the dead, she talks to a friend on the phone who's watching the live stream. She sits in front of a mirror when all of a sudden, this happens.
Como si me quedara inmovilizada. Mira que se hacen así.
Ahora se abre la puerta.
¿Dónde está la puerta? ¿Se ve la puerta?
Sí.
Ábrete, ábrete. Ábrete puerta. Ábrete puerta. Que se abra la puerta. Que se abra.
No posible.
Motherfucker!
No posible.
Ay, tu madre, hija de puta. No me toquéis que estoy protegida, ¿eh? No me toquéis que estoy protegida. No, vale, ya abro la luz, tío.
Somehow, the door opens on its own. But even stranger is that it opened when Cello asked the supposed spirit to do so. Feeling completely terrified, she takes a moment to gather herself before proceeding further with the seance. What happens next has left her beyond spooked. Watch.
¿Te puedes poner delante del espejo, por favor? ¿Te puedes poner delante del espejo, por favor? ¿Estás enfadado? ¿Te puedes poner delante del espejo?
I can't watch this. Oh my god.
¿Te puedes poner delante? Venga, ponte delante del espejo. Te quiero ver. Dios, tu puta madre, puta, me caigo. Hostia.
It is at this point that Cello has seen enough and decides to end the live stream. Given what happened, viewers believe that Cello might have reached out to a sinister entity. Yet others think that something else was contacted. Although pretty spooky, it could be that this whole thing was just a setup for the sole purpose of getting views. But it seems that many viewers find this video to be genuine evidence of something paranormal. But of course, you be the judge. Ghost or not? Feel free to let me know what you think. Now the following video barely has any information, but it still speaks for itself. Where exactly this video had come from is unknown, as the original source is a total mystery. All that is known is that it was found by someone online who reposted the video. In it, a small child is seen lying at a doorway when something pretty baffling happens. Take a look. According to viewers, it seems that the child was either kicked or pushed by an unseen force. Even before it happens, they seem to be scared of something, as though they are trying to get away from whoever or whatever is inside.
How you can get famous on TikTok? Should we try teach?
Inside this room. The lack of info and the unknown source of this video makes it hard to determine if it's paranormal or not. For now, it remains a mystery until more info is brought forth.
Now this next video was posted in September of this year, but for some reason was taken down a few days later. Some believe that the video was removed because the person in it is so traumatized by this incident that they don't want to be reminded of what occurred. Although it's not clear what the reason might be, the owner of the footage has reposted the video for those interested in seeing it before taking it down again. It goes without saying, but the video is pretty creepy to say the least. In it, a security guard is working the night shift inside a private building somewhere in Colombia when something very strange happens. The guard is on duty, patrolling the area, when out of nowhere, someone greets him. Or so it seems. Take a look. At the start of the clip, we can see the guard waving at someone and looking at them. But, as the video continues, no one appears. He seems to be having a conversation with someone who doesn't appear to be there.
Wait, dead chat, I'll be 30 seconds.
Although pretty strange, it's the following piece of information that makes this video a whole lot creepy. As it turns out, the security guard in this footage says that he was talking to someone who was in need of assistance. That someone was an old lady who was asking for directions to a place in the building. But, as we can see in the footage, she doesn't appear to be there. A few minutes pass, and the guard is still chatting with whoever it might be that we can't see on camera. But then, after conversating for a while, he is radioed by his coworker, who tells him something that suddenly makes his blood run cold. Watch. Right away, the guard hits the button to the elevator, thinking it would open immediately, but then quickly realizes that the stairs would be a better escape. In a panic frenzy, he runs away and leaves the building without ever looking back. It isn't clear where exactly he runs, but then quickly... into the L gate, likely in their minds, whole video that this whole encounter in this building. All in all, his coworkers have no doubt in their minds that this whole encounter was paranormal in nature. But, unfortunately, this whole video is a mystery. Without sufficient info, the question remains, who or what exactly had the security guard been talking to? There's a photo online that's been circulating through various, but ever since then, people have been getting creeped out by this photo. Now, the photo itself comes from a family who took the image during a baby shower that occurred somewhere in Mexico. Family just chilling to take various photos. They see a group of people in the corner. According that its facial appearance is unlike anything they've ever seen. Mistake was captured. So then, if this wasn't pareidolia or someone they know, who? This video. From exploring abandoned places to seeing things that he can't explain, Chris has had his fair share of creepiest. Chris visits an abandoned warehouse at an undisclosed location. Inside, he finds a lot of empty crates and mountains of debris. Although mostly empty, he can't help but feel a certain presence inside this building. Small critters might have made this place their home, but to Chris, it seems that something else is living here. Feeling a little terrified, he searches all around and finds nothing. But here's where things start to get really creepy. As Chris continues to explore the place, he finds a small staircase that leads him to the floor below. He takes it and finds a room with many doorways. One of them, however, leads to a narrow passage that seemingly has no end. Chris enters the passage and immediately notices something strange.
Whoa. It's noticeably colder in here. What the hell? If you stand right here, it's kind of warm. Like normal temperature. But as soon as you go in here, it gets cold. That is creepy as hell. Whoa, that is weird. That is weird. Like, I'm not joking. What was that? It's noticeably colder in here. Wow.
I can't believe that though.
This is gonna be creepy.
Chris has no idea as to why there's a sudden change in temperature when entering inside. But confused and scared, he walks further into the passage, not sure where it would take him. He eventually arrives at an area that is more spacious and emptier. However, it is at this point when things take a dark turn. He goes in and sets up a few cameras before exploring the whole space. One camera in particular is an infrared camera that records in real time. When he's done setting up all cameras, he continues to explore the site. But unbeknownst to him, this is captured.
Still gotta go down there too. Did you hear that? That was loud.
not been for the second camera, this would have been missed. A mist-like figure can be seen approaching Chris from a distance before reaching him. Eerily enough, Chris turns around as soon as the figure gets to him. And, as if that wasn't creepy enough, a strange-like figure in the corner can be seen peeking at the camera. Chris has no clue as to what this could have been, but viewers can't help but think that this might have been some supernatural creature that was spying on Chris. Whatever it might have been, he is certain that he won't be coming back to this place, as he's definitely spooked. But as always, what are your thoughts on this? Paranormal or not? If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. This last video shows a woman who appears to be very sick. The person recording claims that she might be on her deathbed. If that's so, then this video just got a whole lot interesting. A friend or relative is watching the woman on the monitor when they notice something odd about the footage. Upon looking closely, they see the following.
It's like something touching her.
Before at
God! She's had
too much swag. At gmail.com. This last video shows a woman who appears to be very sick.
The person recording claims that she might be on her deathbed. If that's so, then this video just got a whole lot interesting. A friend or relative is watching the woman on the monitor when they notice something odd about the footage. Upon looking closely, they see the following.
It's like something touching her.
What looks to be an arm reaching out to the woman on her supposed deathbed can be seen on camera. It reaches out as though whatever this is trying to comfort the sick woman. Some viewers have theorized that this might be the ghost of a loved one who is still looking after their partner from beyond the grave. Although pretty wholesome, it is solely a belief. Yet most viewers can't help but think this. But of course, what do you think? Had the ghost of a loved one paid a visit to this woman? Or is there a possible explanation for the ghostly arm? Feel free to let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time. On November 22nd of 2021, two policemen were called to search a house after the property owner suspected that someone had broken in. Now the house itself is an Airbnb that the owner occasionally rents out, but the owner was sure that no guests/renters were staying that night. She had dropped by to the house when she saw the front door open. Upon seeing this, she called police to search the house for any intruders. The police arrive and begin to search, but while searching the property, something very strange happens. The events that occurred during the search have left both officers extremely unsettled. All events were captured on a body cam worn by policemen. This is what was caught.
But they're out of town right now. They're with his parents.
And how many rooms do you have?
2 upstairs and 1 downstairs.
All right, we're gonna have to go and search the house. Is it okay if we go in?
Yeah, of course.
You don't have any like pets or dogs or anything?
No.
Just stay here, man. Please.
Yeah, this is the room. I'm not gonna skip this. I just want to really get scared.
Anyone inside? I'm gonna check downstairs. You get upstairs.
Oh man, that was a bit. It's upstairs. It's creepy.
Police! Anyone inside, make yourself known.
Bro, Brazil dogs are crazy. Jeffrey. What are Brazil dogs up to these days? Look. What are Brazil dogs up to these days? This what? What the fuck? Brazil dogs.
No, it's not. Okay, clicking the rooms.
Downstairs, Claire.
What was in that room? I swear, like, I watched this and there's sounds in the room.
Upstairs, clear? Yeah, we're good.
Now, something that's odd about this video is that all the closets appear to be empty. Although somewhat strange, the video's description states that the homeowner occasionally rents out the house through Airbnb. So, as to prevent guests/renters from stealing personal items such as clothes, leaving the closets empty is necessary. Now, another thing that viewers point out is that the cops don't bother turning on the lights. This is actually normal though, as taking the time to find the light can spell life or death for the officer. All officers must be ready to confront any danger during a search, meaning that all their attention is solely given to the threat at hand. However, the doors opening by themselves when the officer searches upstairs, and the sudden footsteps heard right behind him are things that viewers can't seem to explain. Whatever it might have been, the homeowner can rest assured that nobody's inside. But depending if she's a believer in the paranormal, living with a ghost, or something else entirely, may be equally disturbing. This video, like most others, remains a mystery.
This game, you're not ready for it.
you're in the middle of this beautiful sci-fi environment, and you're seeing intrigue, the espionage, the alliances form. It's the power that shifts around, and it's amazing.
This next video comes from Sean McAuliffe, who claims to have captured something pretty freaky on camera. Sean says that he's been living in his house for 23 years now, and ever since moving in at the age of 14, he's been seeing things that he can't explain. Initially thinking that it was just in his head, he didn't worry too much about it, but it wasn't until seeing more and more of these strange happenings that he started to think that maybe the stuff he's seen is actually real. While each of these incidents had to be spooky, this one has got to be the freakiest. It's late at night, and Sean is away from home, when suddenly, the camera in his bedroom begins to move around, as it seems to be sensing movement from somewhere. A few seconds pass, and this is captured.
So back to what I was saying. Yeah, okay. Mom, hey, baby. When it's my birthday, I'm 16. Baby. Why would you want to do that? Okay, you're about to be 7.
I'm gonna show what's gonna happen.
I don't want to be 7. Why not? Why are you saying first to get bigger? Because I don't want to be the youngest anymore. Why? The youngest is always baby. The youngest is born. Plus, I wouldn't be older than Caleb. Older than Caleb? Hey, Mom. Hey. Can I go to the park and play football? Did you do all your chores? Yeah. Well, there you go. Caleb, can I go? No. It's a little. And that's fine.
As the camera points straight ahead, a dark figure can be seen peeking at the camera before slowly showing more of itself. But right before it's able to show some more, the camera points away. When it points back, the figure is no longer seen. It's as though the shadowy figure was intrigued by the camera, but was scared away when it suddenly moved on its own. Similar to the figure, Sean is fascinated by whatever this is, but at the same time, terrified by it. Overall though, he's just glad that he caught footage of this mysterious figure, as he now has proof that something is inside his house. But as always, you be the judge. Is this actual proof of something paranormal? Or was something else captured? On December 2nd of 2022, a family in India began uploading a series of videos documenting strange happenings inside their home. Up until recently, the family hadn't posted these videos out of fear of being shamed by friends and family, as they don't believe in the paranormal. But after experiencing an event so disturbing, they deemed it necessary to share their footage. They reasoned that not sharing their videos would prevent them from getting the help they need. The following video is the first of many, all of which progressively get stranger and stranger. In this first incident, the family's at home when their son notices something very peculiar outside their window. Watch.
What is it, Lulu? Daddy's.
Where?
It's right here, next to the gun. It's next to the gun.
After taking a second look at the so-called imaginary friend, whose name is Jerry, their son runs over to the couch in a panic frenzy as though he'd seen something pretty horrific. After rushing over to safety, he points out Jerry to his father, who seems concerned at first, but then later chalks it up to his child's imagination after being unable to see him. Although somewhat strange, the parents don't think much of this and continue with their usual activities. But in the following days, things would only get stranger. In one incident, the family's having dinner when all of a sudden, a loud knocking sound comes out of nowhere, followed by the smoke detector going off randomly. It was from there on that more disturbances would occur. But it's the following incident that's by far the strangest. The family plays an audio recording of a prayer through a speaker in the hopes that doing so would cleanse their home of the entity that haunts them. As they play the recording, this happens.
What? Maggots? Houseflies के जो worms जो आते हैं ना, दो हैं. इधर है ना. Maggots, not worms. Come and see ना, कितना टाइम लगा रही हो?
Later, I will tell you. I want to leave house.
Nice, maggot. Why are you scared? Babes, बच्चा तुमको देख के सीखता है.
Oddly enough, playing the recording has led to the sudden emergence of maggots. But even more strange is that according to the family, they came out of nowhere. To this day, they have yet to come up with an explanation for this odd occurrence. But as if that wasn't baffling enough, 2 nights later, they capture something beyond strange. It's late at night, when a loud noise outside the bedroom wakes up the parents. Take a look. Without warning, the small chair that's initially seen against the wall mysteriously slides over to the couch in a swift motion as though someone or something had pushed it. The father understandably runs back into the room, fearing for his safety. Viewers believe that whatever had slid the chair had done so with the intent of causing harm. Although we don't know if the family agrees with this notion, they most certainly agree that this next incident, which occurred a few nights later, is the creepiest of all. This is what they caught.
Almost the same time.
Hi, baby. You had a good nap? Yes, ma'am. That's good. Hi, sweetheart. Can I go to the park and play football? Did you do all your chores? Yes. I mowed the lawn, I washed the car, and I took out the trash. Okay, well, you can go. Yes. Ready? You want to go? Yeah, I'll tell you. Okay. Okay, well, you want to stay and help feed the fish? Be mommy's baby? Yeah, I want to be mommy's baby. Okay. Oh. Well, I don't feel like it right now.
sound of running footsteps are heard running towards the father. As anyone would, the father bolts back into the room in full terror. Just like the previous incidents, this one has left the family completely spooked. They have no clue as to what is haunting them, and neither do most viewers. However, it wasn't until recently that a follow-up video was made by the father commenting on the incidents.
that have taken place. In this video, the father mentions a certain detail that, according to viewers, could explain why strange things are happening to the family. Take a look.
Okay, so this is like around 5 months ago. We had actually kept a maid over here. I don't want to mention her nationality, but she had a very strange behavior, and initially we didn't notice it much, but later on, yeah, it was kind of creepy. She used to prepare food for us, and like you can say, like she used to make breakfast and dinner for her, and I don't know why, but she never used to eat her own cooked food. You know, we used to eat the food, and my son, and we have never seen her eating the food in front of her. And whenever we used to ask her, has she eaten her dinner or something, like she used to say, yeah, I've already eaten it. But we used to check the camera that if she's eaten or not. No, we have never seen her eating food at home. And this is where the maid used to sleep. And through the nanny cam, what we used to see her every night, like 1 to 4 a.m, she used to like just sit down in the middle over here and just staring at our bedroom door, which was how can someone have like some kind of insomnia behavior, just sitting still and watching at our bedroom door. We were scared of her. We decided to okay, just lay her off. And after she went, and it was almost for a month, there was no.
Viewers believe that the maid, which the family had laid off, is responsible for the strange occurrences. They believe that in retaliation for being fired, she had placed a curse on the home, which is evident by the dangerous activity encountered by the family. Whether or not that's true, there's no denying that the activity continues to intensify with each new video captured. That said, this next video is no exception to this notion. The family is once again woken up late at night when this is captured.
Opera GX, the most web browser ever made. Do you struggle with a lack of notifications? You don't? Well, I think you do. You clearly aren't distracted enough. It's time to cram every app and website under the sun into your browser. Twitch streams, Discord chats, heinous TikToks, your...
अजय मत जाओ, मैं तुम्हारे पैर पड़ती हूँ, प्लीज।
नेक्स्ट नहीं होता खबर। Come here. Okay, I'm not doing this.
It appears that someone or something had mimicked the father's voice. Although pretty terrifying, it's the latest and final incident that has left the family extremely unsettled. This is what was captured.
It's 5 minutes early today. Okay.
Mysteriously, someone or something had left the faucet running in both the kitchen and bathroom. After shutting them off, the sound of running footsteps are heard once again. Naturally, the father was shaken up. The family continues to document these strange occurrences in the hopes that someone can explain what's going on. Unfortunately, a definitive explanation has yet to be given. But what are your thoughts on this? Is the maid that was laid off responsible for the activity? Could Jerry, the imaginary friend, be the actual culprit? Or might there be something else that could explain all that's happened? As with most videos, this one has yet to be solved. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. The following video comes from Deanna Boyce, who's the mother of 2 children and the wife of her husband. The house that her family lives in is a place they happily call home, as plenty of significant events have taken place there. In other words, lots of memories were made at this house. But one memory in specific frightens Deanna, as thinking about it makes her feel very uneasy. For months, her oldest daughter has been telling her that someone is inside her closet. She would often give the name of the person who's inside, which would usually be the name of a family member who had passed away. But recently, she's been saying that a bad man is inside. Feeling spooked, Deanna had thought about contacting someone who could help her cleanse her home. But it was after seeing the following video that she immediately knew that a proper cleanse was needed as soon as possible. Her daughter is asleep when this is captured. closet door mysteriously opens on its own. It opens slowly and quietly, seemingly trying not to wake Deanna's daughter. Deanna states that no one could have been inside as there isn't enough room for anyone to be there. Like most viewers, she thinks that something is in contact with her daughter. Unfortunately, this incident continues to haunt Deanna, reminding her that something dwells in her house and that whatever this might be is possibly attached to her child. In this last video, a person named Josh Fletch is exploring a penitentiary that is believed to be haunted. Along with some friends, Josh checks out the cells and other sites inside the building. But when Josh decides to go upstairs by himself to check the cells above, something pretty creepy is caught on camera. Take a look.
I may or may not have climbed up because there's no stairs.
Upon arriving at the last cell, the silhouette of a person or something can be seen inside. Josh was immediately shaken to his core when he saw the dark figure standing there. Although neither Josh nor his friends have any clue as to what he saw, they can't help but feel that something paranormal had appeared. One theory is that the ghost of an inmate was caught on camera, but who knows? What exactly did Josh see inside the jail cell? Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.
Hello, guys.
I like the slide hopping Kronks. I'm playing Kronka. Oh, got an AK-47.
I don't even know how to play like the full game, like it's just fucking up. Man. Oh crap.
I'm playing Granny as well.
Oh shit, yeah. Granny. Calm down.
Where are you?
Shut up or I slap you. I did crouch. Oh, C for crouch, yeah, that's right. I die. How dare you place a trap right there?
Oh man, I'm in the ouch.
Where is it?
Abel, my terrible.
Oh my god! Oh crap. My bloody live stream!
Do you want to play hide and seek? He says someone wants to play hide and seek.
This game's boring. No games to play, man.
Conker's the best game to if you don't have like Conker. I think mine's fighting. Stupid.
You need it the most. Grammarly Go brings AI to every text box, helping you create thoughtful writing in a fraction of the time. You can instantly make emails shorter or longer and strike the right tone with ease, making your message friendlier, more confident, more persuasive, you name it, allowing you to unlock your best writing faster, so you can win at work and in life. Click the blue button to download Grammarly Go today. You'll be amazed at what you can
Play
do.
Escape, Johnny.
I'm gonna get my footage. My fucking phone always turned off.
Bro, wrong one.
Jeffrey, what if you moved your setup over there to here?
Johnny, you wanna play?
Yeah.
Come on.
I am. I'm gonna play. Yeah. Let me make me a setup. So in my setup, it's okay. At least it landed on soft surface. Yeah, it's still okay.
Choose to play with.
Let me make my setup.
Choose whenever the join.
Oh yes, that can be my setup chair. And this can be my setting up. I'm gonna make me a setup now.
Turn the light off.
No. After you're done. After I'm done, I mean.
Sorry guys,